It's your cue to go and protect yourself if you haven't done already. So let's see. Astro DJ gave me one word, don't. It sounds like Elvis, but there is like doo-wop in the back, so I don't know. I'll find it. Don't. So maybe it's a warning not to do something, or somebody, sounds more like somebody pleading for somebody not to do something. Don't. So we'll see, it'll be in the comments at the end. Don't. May 2022. Time just flies by. Every day is a new day. Fresh starts, new beginnings. Positive energy. So today's card is the Mother energy. It's the Empress. It's to do with the military, remember. May the 31st, November the 11th, poppies. The number 11 is important to this lady, as it is to a lot of the tarot. It's a gateway number. I had that conversation with Elaine yesterday. It's an important number, especially to me. When I was very skeptical, even though I did know that it was a thing. Years ago, went to a spiritualist church with somebody and I thought it was all a con. No, I've lost my card. But I'll finish the story. The lady that was conducting the read picked me, and I didn't want to read. There was no way I was going to listen to all that rubbish. That's why I like doing skeptics. One of the main things she said was the number 11 would be important to me, and very much it was an important number. My son was born at 11 minutes past 1 on the 11th of the 1st. It has always been an important number, as is the number 1. And by total coincidence, when I've looked back over the years, my Facebook page was started on the 1st, St. Bridget's Day, and I believe my YouTube channel was the 1st. Can't remember which month. Probably May Bunya, so this month. But yeah, numbers, numerology is very important to spirit. I just can't find the Empress. Has she gone away? Has she gone dancing? Where's she gone? Yeah. There are certain numbers in your life that fit. If you write down all your people you know's birthdays or addresses and everything, just the numbers. The ones that don't fit are usually the ones that aren't meant to stay in your life very long. So there's a codependent situation here. 9 years. Somebody not wanting to be somewhere, work, family, emotional situation, but have to, or feel have to stay there because they are independent. They can't stand on their own 2 feet. And this is becoming blatantly obvious. It's being illuminated. But also, your path is clear to happiness. Sunflowers, 1966, children, the year of the horse. Number 19. Something is becoming glaringly obvious. And there is a new beginning about to take place. Somebody needs to take a risk. No longer living in fear. Because someone here is seeing things from a different angle. They're realising that they are sacrificing themselves for ungrateful people. We know the story about the man that gave humans fire. Nobody cared. He stuck his neck out like a lot of people do at work or stand up for people, and then they turn around and betray him. So you've got to learn to put your boundaries in place. Your feelings are not someone else's feelings, nor should you take them on. Somebody's being hung out to dry. There is issues with the feet and toes. The number 4, the number 12, the number 22 and 19. Positive energy. There's the mother energy. Thankfully, she's in the upright. Happiness. But somebody here is dwelling on the past. There's love lost. There's possibly grieving. 5 months. If you're living in the past, you're depressed. If you're living in the future, you're anxious. It's time to stop dwelling in that dark place. Justice must be served. But somebody knows that if it is, there is going to be an eruption, an explosion, conflict and competition. Possibly a court case. So we have the number 11 there. It's been mentioned at least twice now. Libra is the loins and the marital home, the colon, the prostate, etc. But it's healing. We have Taurus there, which is this month. So they were saying there's changes. We've got 2 5s. 5 months, 5 days. Changes need to take place. It is coming very obvious about this codependent situation. So Pisces, possibly Leo, Libra, all mentioned. Can't mention Taurus because that's a neutral card. The white horse is an obvious animal totem. If you see one, it's a positive sign because white anything is positive. Yeah. Somebody made the wrong choice and now they're stuck in a codependent situation. Could be a sibling, could be yourself, could be issues with the hands, arms, shoulders. It's Gemini energy, twins, 6 or 24, negative. And then we have the Hermit again, walking away from everything you ever knew or believed to be true. No longer putting money first. The 9 or the 27, Virgo energy. There's a lot of major arcanas in this one. It's a big day. This means that on this journey that you're going on, this new adventure, you will not walk alone. Spirit or someone in the flesh will be sent to you to walk with you. But you're going to have to fight for what you want. It's not going to be easy. There'll be no sitting on your laurels on the couch potato doing nothing. You've got to fight for what you want, for your happiness. 10 months is mentioned. Someone is avoiding that transformation, Scorpio energy, because they are dwelling on the past. 13. You can't cheat death in any of its forms. It's about shared resources and the reproductive organs. Coming out of a nightmare situation. 9 weeks. Sagittarius, negative energy. So Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Gemini, negative energy. So communication, and transformation, and addictions. Addicted to a way of life, unable to stand on your own 2 feet, not looking after yourself, not connecting to spirit. It's learning the hard life lessons. You will eventually come out stronger on the other side, but you have to give up this addiction. And right now somebody's not taking action, so there'll be no success. 5 and the 1 of wands means no success. And that's probably because you've got bad advice from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This would be Libra, and we've got Libra mentioned. A doctor, priest or lawyer making a bad diagnosis or opinion, or somebody is not seeing clearly, somebody's not willing to sever ties. So 14, 13, we've got 12, we've got 11. So the 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th of this month, massively important. 6 or 24 is negative, 11th, 12th positive, 13th, 14th negative, and then we have 19. And it's more about bringing things to light than anything else. Hospital visits are good. Healing taking place, realising that money isn't important. The only thing that really matters in your life is love, health and happiness. And somebody here, it's a dire situation. We've got the codependency, we've got the bad choices, we've got selling your soul to the devil, toxic situation, Capricorn energy, the knees, the bones, geriatric issues, teeth. It's somebody who's manipulated you, somebody who's used you to their own ends. Skeletal problems, definitely. Worrying about what other people think, keeping up with the Joneses, and it's all becoming a really heavy burden. Yeah. So medical issues, definitely. Gemini is very negative, so it could be a Gemini moon. Now look at the chart. 1st of the 28th is negative. It's somebody who's probably criminal activity, drug addiction, something like that. It's somebody maybe new in your life that's an issue, but it's someone that wears a false mask, someone who pretends to be happy at the very least when they're not. And it is health issues. You need to cut through the bullshit, get to the point, and speak your truth. Siblings are mentioned more than once, and the hands, arms, shoulders. So it could be an issue with a sibling or partner's sibling, something like that. because there is something coming back. We've got Mercury retrograde coming up, haven't we? Something coming back from the past. Sometimes there is, this is child abuse issues. It's speaking of the mother energy there, child abuse. Bad memories from the past, bad negative feelings coming back up. Someone you don't want to talk to. Crossroads. Dark night of the soul was still there. Don't keep taking that same path, making the same wrong decisions, the addictions. Because you're not putting any effort in. And you're not reaping the rewards because you're not putting the effort in. And there we have it. We've gone full circle. And that's what Spirit wants. We started off in that codependent situation, the Nine of Pentacles. And we ended up with the Nine of Pentacles, called the Nine of Stones in this one. It's about standing on your own 2 feet. It's about the shackles of tradition. And it's about somebody not wanting to bring this tower down. It's Judgment Day. Somebody's trying to ignore it, but it's about the teeth, the bones, your health, long-standing problems. You need to settle this, and then you can make a fresh start. And the white, like I said, is very spiritual. So the white bear. So the bear, the eagle, the horse are your animal totems. The flamingo. The crow, the vulture, the penguin, the toad, the grasshopper, and the swan. Look them up. That's your homework, because they will give you a lot of messages. Also, if you see any of those animals randomly, it is a sign. And if I've said it's positive, like the toad is the Five of Swords, so that's negative. Four of Swords, sorry, because you have to fight for something. So whatever the toad means is what you have to fight for. And there we have it again. Neptune is the sacrifice, which is, you are going to have to sacrifice something, but it's got to be something you want to sacrifice wholeheartedly by looking at something from a different angle. For happiness, there is always a price, I'm afraid. Seven of Cups, meaning you have options. It's your choice, no one else's. The whole idea of compassion is based on keen awareness of the interdependence of all living beings. We are all part of one another and all involved in one another. Name Thomas is important. Or Merton. You are being directed into an area which may feel like the unknown. Yeah, it is. It is the unknown. That's what the Fool and the Hermit do. And it will be that place in the crossroads. This is why we've paused, because we don't know what's going to happen on the other side. Surrendering to the mystery is what will work best. Although nebulous, hazy and indirect, the energy of Neptune is one of the easiest to see. Where Neptune is placed in a chart, it's where we are most inspired, but also an area where we can deceive ourselves. It is the place of mishaps, bringing on undercurrents of strangeness. For so many, Neptune is the source of many troubles, and since this card indicates escapism as well as beauty, dreams, film, art, disappointment and reverie all fall under the rulership of Neptune. And there's your disappointment and reverie. Dwelling on the past. Refusing to look at what's real, so seeing things clearly, the reality of a situation, or simply being unable to. Seeing enemies as friends and vice versa, as all may try to manipulate with their crisis. There's your manipulation. Their crisis rescue cycles. What I'm saying is the people that come to you and say, oh God, you'll never believe this, I've just lost my job or whatever. And because they know that you've suddenly come into a little bit of money or something like that, or they don't care whether you aren't, they're begging you to help them in some way. Or saying, like, the mother-in-law holding her out and saying, oh, you can't leave, I've got a bad heart, I might putting you on a guilt trip. The scenario is that if you give that money to this person because you're so compassionate, you're an idiot. I'm calling you out, because I can guarantee you in a couple of weeks' time they'll be going on a holiday and they won't be paying you back. So it's crisis rescue cycles. Somebody who keeps bringing a drama up so that to drag you back into their lives. And it's exhausting. There may be a lack of boundaries. Yes, you need to put your boundaries back in place and say no. Confusion, where some may orchestrate their own victimhood. But if they do that, if they play the victim, you're the one that's actually the victim, because you're so compassionate that you don't like to see people suffer. And they know that, so they use it against you. These people have no scruples. Neptune is the place of beauty, and that which is ethereal and not so easily reached. Neptune is inspired vision coupled with nebulous thinking. Neptune represents glamour, the word glamour coming from the French word grimoire and connected to the word grammar, meaning to create magic or cast a spell. This card indicates poetry, music, art and psychic mediumship, but also nebulous thinking. When it shows in a reading, any words spoken or promises given are either poetry from the gods in the higher realms or words which may be lies. But more positively, these may be messages from spirit or the tapping into your own higher awareness. So that's why I'm here. That's why spirit brought me here, to teach you how to notice the signs, the numbers, the animals, how to interpret their language, if you like. It's like a foreign language. And the more you learn, the more you will be aware. With the Neptune card, it will be difficult to get to the bottom of this issue, and you will see smoke and mirrors. Find yourself engulfed in a nefarious mist with blame cast on the wrong people for the wrong reasons. With this card, you want to be absolutely clear out front with everything. So this is another thing. Communication is massively important in these reads. So I don't care who tells you something. Treat it as if it's a court case. Only believe what you see and hear yourself, and then make sure that you hear it in context. Because there are people who will manipulate you by your own insecurities. So I don't care whether you've known them for years, I don't care if you've trusted them forever. Be very careful right now of anything, especially that's told to you. Do not act on what's being told to you by others. I don't care if you can trust them or not. Neptune is the planet of sacrifice. What did I say? So you may be asked to sacrifice something, usually related to your ego, for some greater good. Neptune represents our link to the all and governs the last sign of the zodiac. Pisces is connected to everything past, present and future. Neptune shows us where we are vulnerable and also where we want to escape. There are opposites in all higher things. Lovers can become porn stars, reverie become drunkenness, and dreams turn into nightmares. Unfortunately, Neptune represents self-destructiveness and self-sabotage, so getting in our own way. You may be caught in a situation which is unclear, and the reason behind it may not make any sense, or being withheld from you. You may find difficulties getting on the right path or in clarifying a direction. On the other hand, you may be extremely tuned in at this present time and sense everybody's emotions, having visions, and if this is the case, what is below the surface is now being brought out. So be careful of trickery and playing emotional games. If a beautiful person enters your life, test the relationship by all means. He or she may be too good to be true or the love of your life. The planet also represents sleight of hand, tricks, yet also a supernatural type of creativity, so watch for light-fingered people in your home. You cannot be a poet or a mystic without the rays of Neptune influencing you. It's like falling off the edge of the universe into a place we trust but have no concrete ideas about. So beware of deception and confusion, but at least there will be poetry or reverie. So you have options. It's your choice. You have to narrow those options down. There will be mystery, confusion, enchantment, wanderings, passivity, but beware of secret enemies. Yeah, curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat, my mum used to say. That didn't stop me. Suspicions, even. See life through the curious eyes of a child, and you will discover a never-ending source of happiness and excitement. Where's the... Oh, there's the phone. And there's your happiness. Curiosity keeps you alive, interested and interesting. The angels are inviting you to be curious about yourself. Start exploring who you truly are, and you will grow personally and spiritually. Be interested in people, and you will discover an eternal source of fascination. People watching. Used to be a program on the telly called Watching. It was so funny, but it was... we all do it. Be interested in people and you will discover an eternal source of fascination. Be curious about the world, the universe in which you live, about the angels themselves and their roles in the divine plan. So they're putting you on your next bit of homework. Find out what you can about where the origins of angels come from. The radiance of your delight in life will illuminate you. And I don't mean the Bible. I mean actual fact, scientific fact. I explore the wonder of life. Because life is wonderful, if you want it to be. If you're going to sit back on the couch in your underwear and do nothing, you might as well be in your coffin. So, thanks for listening. Oh, hang on, no, we haven't done the dice. Oh, you see, Neptune, Scorpio. So we've got Scorpio there in the reverse. Neptune is land, it's on its own, Pisces, and 8th house. So 8th house again is Scorpio. So we've just got Scorpio and Pisces energy dominating this situation. It's about the reproductive organs and shared resources. Funeral parlours, cemeteries, labour wards, ancestral property. Interaction, shared resources, birth, death, regeneration, sexual union, integration, self-sacrifice, expanded awareness, inheritance and other people's money. And also spirit, metaphysics. So again, metaphysics, we need to study metaphysics apparently. God, they like to challenge us, don't they? And we've got Neptune. Scorpio, Neptune. The placement carries the urge to sublimate personal power into religious or spiritual experiences, but is subject to delusion. So you are being hoodwinked by somebody. Escapism tendencies are heightened and hidden secrets revealed. Extreme cruelty is possible. So something is coming to light and somebody is extremely cruel, manipulative. Somebody, be very careful here because this is toxic situations. And we've got the gentleman that's very violent. So some of you, not all of you, but there is a separation taking place from a violent partner. Somebody who's manipulating and cruel, and they've been dangling you on the end of a string for years. So 9 years to be precise. A codependent situation where you felt defeated, unable to move forwards because you're trapped by whatever blackmail they're using. Emotional, financial, I don't care what it is. They are using that any form they can to keep you trapped. Thanks for listening.